Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and I'm calling this the Squarespace Rapid Fire Website Critiques. That's right, now we're going to do some rapid-fire critiquing McCritiquersons of people's websites that are submitted. I am still doing Adorama Picks rapid-fire critiques. That's totally separate. And yes, this is brought to you by Squarespace. If you haven't checked it out, you can go to squarespace.com/fro. You can sign up for a 14-day free trial. I personally use Squarespace for my own photo portfolio at jaredpolin.com. Simple, easy to use, very affordable. When you put those together, that's all I can say. So try out the 14-day free trial. If you like it, you can use code FROTUBE at checkout to get 10% off your very first order. So if you sign up for a year, you're going to get 10% off your full year, which brings this thing down to like $84, I believe. So anyway, that's great. So what am I looking for in a rapid-fire website critique? Do you have to have Squarespace in order to get it critiqued by me? No, you don't. It's any website, wherever you have it. I will pick some and critique them. So in order to leave your critiques, you can use the submit form that you do for the rapid fire critique for Adorama Picks rapid fire critique. You just use the same form and just put in there that it's your website. So I believe that this is from Graham Images and Photography. Graham, I believe, does use Squarespace. So let's just go through. Let's see how rapid this really is. Let's go through his website and tell you what I think and organizationally. Now, again, I am no web designer. I am no graphic designer. I am no HTML person. But I can simply tell you visually what I find appealing and what I like, and maybe I'll critique some of the images as well. So let's take a look at this. First things first, we've got this scroll thing. If you go over to here, there's, yep, that's tough. I didn't really see it over there because it was blending in. But you can scroll through the images this way, which is pretty simple to use. There's a good number of them, but I would like to see stronger images there. It doesn't keep cycling. See, there's some empty slots. It should reset really quick. I like this image right here. I click on it. I want it to enlarge. Don't tell me I have to click the plus in order to make it enlarge. That sucks. I wonder if there's a way around that. I'm going to have to talk to the Squarespacey people and say, if I click on the picture, it should just enlarge. I shouldn't just have to hit the plus. That's just my opinion on that. So we see these images, and what I want to know about Graham, I want to know, what are you? Are you a wedding photographer, a sports photographer, a music photographer, out and about photographer? So when you're making a website, you want to see what your niche is. Not just, it doesn't matter, you could be all of these things, but what are you focusing on? What type of jobs do you want to get? And I've been told sometimes that maybe have a separate wedding page. If you're just going for weddings, then let people see your wedding work. No, I don't care. I like seeing multiple portfolios on people's sites. Now, you're not going to have like, well, maybe you would have naked people followed by weddings, because you never know. Like the tattooed bride, you could have that niche. But let's just go through this. We've got weddings, so we've got all of these different people's weddings, and then we've got, I guess, moments at the end. I wonder if moments at the end is just is the portfolio for the weddings. Now, I like how this cycles through. On my website, I don't have it cycle through like this. I have it so that I can cycle through a larger set of images. But again, I'm looking at this on a 27-inch monitor, my iMac. So these are pretty cool. Oh, so on images like this, like, is the focus the wall or is the focus the couple? Like, I never understood this. You know, you go out there and people would take a big picture of people in front of an oak tree. So they're like this tiny. They're like an inch of the thing on a 20-inch canvas. And you're like, is this about the tree or is this about the couple? To me, this is just a wall in a parking lot with a really small couple there and blah. Focus in on the couple, because now it just looks like it's a parking lot. Or step them away from the wall, break out a 200mm lens or something, blow out the background, and come in tighter. I'm using my fingers on the screen. Come in tighter, like around here, and do rule of thirds. Maybe you've done this, but make it a tighter shot, because then I don't see this asphalt that looks like asphalt. All right? So that's my recommendation on this. Now, do I click again? Are there more arrows? Yeah, it goes around. So here we go with weddings. You have all these different people's choices. I like seeing full weddings. I like seeing people's choices, but I would want at the very top of weddings, when I click on that, to take me to the portfolio. Ooh, maybe it did. But that's okay. All right. This is cool. I love this full screen aspect. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. All right, let's see something here. As you drag this screen, does it change? Yep, it changes. See how, I mean, it It's responsive, which means it changes sizes. I like that. All right, now we're into the portfolio. I didn't realize that earlier. More contrast on this, less backlight. Ooh, and it's rotating by itself. Well, thank God you don't have music running, because there's nothing I can't stand more on a wedding website than music playing. Jokey McJokerson, that is. All right, that's all right. I don't like the lens flare. So something like, I saw this when I was looking at the site last week. I don't know that I like these getting dressed shots personally. I would have cut out all these. She's not even dressed back here. She's on her phone. She's not paying attention to the bride. I like this full screen aspect. I'm going to look into this for my own site because I love the feel of full frame images like this. Boom, back to the beginning. So I'm assuming that if I click on the sports one, it's going to do the same thing. All right, I like that from the stands. That's a good shot too. Needs more contrast. All right. Okay, you're not a sports photographer. Nice Eagles helmets, by the way. They're not Eagles, but they look like it. All right. With no disrespect at all, you need to have more images than 2 because I can't judge you. These are good shots, but 2 photos in the portfolio isn't going to cut it. We need to see more than 2 photos in there. Well, you have all these. Why aren't these in there? Look, this is spectacular. This is great. This is a great action shot for warming up. Southern Maine. All right? Nah, this is good. All right. Let's cycle through. Very candid moments. I like them. Nice action shot. Oh, that's fantastic of this there. More contrast. Diving back into the plate. Or, sorry, the base. Plays going on. This is nice. All right, so this is a nice cross-section. You need more of these images when I click on sports. I can't just have 2 images, sports, and then that's it. So let's click on music and see how many images we have here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you got to add more. You got to have, like, I love the fact that this is more portfolio. I want to see the best of the best at the higher level image areas. So I'm considering this the higher level image area. I didn't know that I needed to click this. I thought that it would just scroll down and I would click on somebody else's event and this stuff would be there. So that was a little bit confusing. I love the fact that you can see that, but I wonder if you can somehow highlight to click on this area to get this to load so that I know that you know that I know that that's what we want to see. All right, so that's that. What's that say? Out and about. So even, how come that? Out and about, when I clicked on out and about, didn't lead to the full screen thing? We need to look into that. We need to find that out. So I like this. I like the way that these shots feel so far, just perusing across the screen. They look good. Really, I like what's going on here. So that layout feels nice. Let's see, what do we have for our contact? Photo of you. You got an email here that is not clickable. That's not good. This needs to be clickable. I mean, it doesn't need to be clickable, but on Squarespace, you can simply add a form that people fill out and then they send you an email. I mean, yes, it's not that hard for me to click like this and go and open an email. Not very hard to do that. I like that you have your phone number. I see where you're based in. I would say something like willing to travel if you're willing to travel. I would like an About Me page. Where's the About Me page? This is home page, which again didn't load full screen. I would like to see a full screen right off the bat. And yeah, I'm just rambling on here as I get different ideas. I love the way that this looks. I wonder if when I land on your webpage, I can see this. And I'd be like, oh, sweet, that's rotating. And then it'd be like top level. I want to see more like the weddings, the best of the best, the sports, the music, and the out and about, which are very good. I want to see them look like this part of the screen. And then I can click down and I can see things more like this with the tiles, right? So we got that. All right, under the contact page, I would like to see an about page that says who you are, what do you like to do, what types of images you're looking to capture. I don't need to see pricing, but I want to see who you are. I want to see what you like to shoot, what you're known for. Sell them on why they should hire you. So the contact page is fine, but I would like to see a thumbnail. I'd like to see a, what's it called? A box so that they could enter their information as well as your email. I don't mind having both there because we want people to contact us, whether they call. Oh, and one thing I personally like to do, I don't like using dashes in between phone number. I like to actually use periods, but that's me. I like to do, 920.801.810. That's what I'm saying. So, this is a pretty good start. There are some tips that I gave you. We don't have to run through it again. And really, that's what I have to say about that. This is a rapid fire, we're going to call it Squarespace, rapid fire critique of websites. Submit them the same way that you do for the rapid fire critiques on FroKnowsPhoto for Adorama Picks rapid fire critiques. I'm still going to do those. I just wanted to throw these in there as well. And you can check out squarespace.com/fro. Click the link down below. It's going to take you over to their site where you can sign up for a 14-day free trial. No obligation. You don't have to give them any information up front other than maybe your name. I mean, you don't have to give them any money to get your 14-day free trial. And if you stop using it, you stop using it. But if you like it, definitely try it out. Use the 10% off code FROTUBE when you go ahead and check out. And that helps me and it helps you and you save some money and it all works out for the better. Hope you guys like this. Give me some feedback. Do you like the detail? Do you want it shorter? Do you want it quicker? I'll listen a little bit, but I think that it was a good amount and I rambled on, but let's see how we can do to fix this. So, Graham, nice job, nice pictures. Let's see what we can do with these ideas. Jared, Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.